Guys, welcome back to Season 11 of Fortnite, Chapter 2, A New Beginning.
Chapter 2 of Fortnite.
We're on Episode 18
of Fortnite. Welcome, everybody, to your favorite show, the RadKatz podcast, Talking Rad, starring your host, Fortnite, Season 11. Big Black Hole.
Big Black Hole. So yeah, I guess that's kind of, we got a couple things we want to speak about today, but that's kind of the big issue that I've heard people are like ODing because they can't get their Fortnite kick. So people are picking up sewing. Some kids are actually going outside.
Wait. Why don't they just play like Mario Kart?
Well, let's play a better game.
What's Mario Kart? That's what they're saying. That's exactly what the kids are saying.
Hey, Dad. They could play Wii Music. They could try their hand at Fusion Frenzy.
They could play No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
True.
They could play Miss Pac-Man.
Sucked ass.
No, it's real good, actually.
It's
No, the first one was released. I heard everyone did not like it.
It's still the same game.
It did not live up to
the
updated
same
it.
game. They just updated
it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They
Before the update.
They updated it and made it good again.
Before update.
They could play.
Honestly, I probably would have liked it from day one. I'm not gonna lie. I've been looking at it. And
there was a lot of people that were
knowing
just
what it
disappointed.
was, I probably would have really liked it still from day one, just knowing what kind of game it was.
Stephen Colbert called the creator a god.
The game came out,
and then
was
it just
so godlike.
Yeah,
it's like, oh, he's the Antichrist. He baited everybody.
They built it up so high, and then I'd never played it, so I couldn't say for sure. That's just what I've heard. But hey, if after the update, if after you get a penis enlargement, things are better, then that's all that matters.
But what's the rule? What's the saying? Cole,
it's Shigeru.
What's Shigeru saying?
He says a bad game is forever bad. A delayed game is eventually good.
No. A delayed game is eventually good. A rush game is forever bad.
He would know. He sucks him off every day.
So what's a rush game? What would you consider a rush
Call
game?
of Duty.
Fallout 76.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably the best example.
Sonic 06.
Fallout 76 is probably the best example. I don't think Sonic 06 was a rushed game.
It's just a bad game?
Yeah, it's just a bad game.
Oh, I got another one. E.T.
That was definitely a rushed game.
Yeah.
Was it like 2 weeks?
Yeah, the guy had 2 weeks to make the game.
I believe it was 6 weeks.
You know, in all reality, if they had the technology now, I bet they could have done something better than that.
We would have... Well, it'd be the equivalent to what it is nowadays.
Yeah.
You're probably right.
It just would have been... I don't think it would be any different.
Yeah.
But I remember Thane and I, when we played it for the first time, it was like, holy crap, dude. I knew this game was bad, but actually playing it, it's so broken. It's so dumb. The visual and audio cues are so dumb. The worst part is you keep falling in that stupid hole and you'd stretch your neck out to fly like a giraffe, and then you'd get out of the hole, and then you'd fall right back in it because you don't know what you're doing.
I want to make a case for E.T., okay?
Oh, here he goes. He's the defense lawyer.
I don't like the game. It's not a good game.
Good defense.
It's not a good game, but it's not as bad as everyone makes it out to be.
I hated it.
You're supposed to fall in the hole so you can find items to unlock like pathways and stuff like that.
Cole, imagine.
So
you're playing Zelda.
Hold on.
You're playing Zelda.
I can only imagine.
And you know those holes you fall in Zelda. It's like a portal. You get warped down. You're like, oh, cool. There's something down here, a treasure chest. Imagine going up that portal and immediately getting sucked back down, and then back up.
Sky, that happened to me a lot when I was little. Okay. What I was going to say is you can't compare it, though, to new games either. You got to compare it to something like Zelda NES.
Adventure. You got to compare it to Adventure. There's no holes in Adventure. You're just a square dot.
Adventure's like one of the best games on the Atari 2600. You can't compare it to that either, okay? I'm saying back in the day... No, not Pong either. It's a different kind of game. Back in the day, they didn't have the technology to put all of the instructions and everything onto the game itself. So what would come with games inside the little box? A manual. You read the freaking manual. Me and Sky had that same problem with Area 51.
What if you stole it from your friend?
Or you got it from the garbage dump.
It's your fault then for being bad at the game because you didn't get the manual too. You should have stole that too, brother.
Brother. I want Cole.
So after they started putting instructions inside of games, they just encouraged.
They always
thievery.
did that. No. They
always encourage thievery.
They always put instructions. If anything, they encourage it now because there's no instructions in the games, eh?
Digital downloads, dude. Seriously.
Yeah, bro.
Steal the whole console, dude. I don't like where today's.
Yeah, but they've got some intense tutorials.
Like that's what I'm saying though. Is like in Zelda. Like NES, you would not know to do half of the things in the game unless you read the manual.
And the manual's huge.
You wouldn't know you need to bomb random walls to freaking open up pathways to make it so you can beat the game. You would never have known that. So you can't make the argument that it's bad just because you don't know what to do. It's because you didn't read the manual. If you're going to make the argument Zelda NES is a bad game too, Sky.
No, Zelda NES actually functions. This game doesn't function.
Oh, it does though.
Have you played it?
Yes,
you need to play it again.
I don't need to play it again because I played it and I can tell how it works.
There's a game we can play on stream.
It's broken.
Emulator.
It's bad.
Let me read the manual too before I play it. Okay,
Cole, I'm not comfortable with manual though. He's a large man.
Pull up the manual right now.
He's a large man.
I bet ET manual's like, okay.
A manual's scary.
There is none.
Here's the thing,
we spent our 2 weeks trying to develop the game.
You're slower than the detective and the doctor, who basically can or double the speed you are.
they can poke you from at least.
Do you want it to be easy? You got to remember, there's one more thing you got to remember about old games thing. They're not meant to be beaten in 2 minutes. You're supposed to last hours.
Nobody's going to argue with you, Cole.
Here's the thing.
On your side.
That makes sense. Games they made games difficult to stretch more time out of it because if you literally beat most NES games in one sitting without dying, it's like 2 hours long.
It's like, wow, I just wasted my $60 on Mega Man 2 because it was super freaking easy to beat.
You could speedrun it in 40 minutes.
You could speedrun Mega Man 2 probably 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But because the game is hard, you won't ever get it done in 20 minutes unless you're a speedrunner. Yeah. Like, that's what I'm saying. That's my argument about it. I think the game's not very good.
But here's the thing.
But that's my argument. People look at it in the wrong light. They just see, oh, that's what's caused the first video game stock market crash. And that's what ruined everything.
See, okay.
They threw it in a pit in Arizona, and it's the worst game of all time. No, it's not because of that. There's other worse games.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one, Cole. It's a bad game.
Fallout 76 is a worse game than E.T.
I think that's what it should have been. It should have just been a bad game.
I never said Fallout 76 was a good game.
I'm just saying.
But do you think it's better than?
This would be a worse game.
I have no idea.
E.T. would be a better game than Fallout 76.
Dang, unpopular opinion right there.
Well, here's the thing about difficulty, Cole. I was trying to do before you rudely interrupted me.
Rudely.
Trying to give you some. Trying to give you an idea of what
difficulty.
It feels like.
Difficulty back then, it could be well programmed. You could figure out where the enemies were, how they behaved. This game, E.T., you don't know how it behaves because it's just random crap everywhere.
That's the difficulty, dude.
That's terrible difficulty. That's bad difficulty. There is bad difficulty.
So, let me get this right. You want to go through a game memorizing every single enemy path, where they're going to be in every single spot, so it becomes monotonous and boring to play, rather than playing a random game?
No,
because you play Ninja Gaiden, those bad guys will come at you in every single spawn, every single place, every single time.
But you can kind of figure out what they're gonna do.
No, not just figure it out. You'll know for sure because that's what they will do every single time you encounter them.
It's hard because you're not sure what they're.
It doesn't become hard after 3 hours doing the same level over and over again. E.T. is different because it's random.
But that's the
thing. Randomness is what makes it better.
This isn't Minecraft or Don't Starve.
Exactly, yes.
This isn't Minecraft or Don't Starve like random.
I like RNG because I sit in front of a screen for 5 hours at a time pressing buttons till something colorful shows up on my screen. I definitely like RNG.
I want to see Cole play E.T. I want to see him play it again.
Let's see him try to beat it.
Yeah, let's see if he can beat it.
Comment below if you want to see Cole.
I really don't want to try to beat it. I just think it's a bad game.
Cole,
I'll play it, but I don't want to try to beat it.
Cole, E.T. has tedium with difficulty because you have to keep checking every hole to see if there's something useful in it.
And
does that sound fun?
Guess what happens?
Does that sound
Guess what happens when the doctor comes and freaking mugs you?
He takes you to
jail, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And he steals all your crap.
No,
the doctor is that. It's a horrible
The detective steals your stuff. That's it. You file like, oh, wow, I found 3 items. Here comes the detective faster than you. Bam!
Gotta remember, you're an alien, dude. You're supposed to be getting caught by a detective. Of course he's gonna take your belongings.
Thing. You have no chance. You have almost no chance to escape. It's luck. It's almost luck.
There's no way it's luck. People are able
This
to
game
beat
is
it.
awful. I hate this freaking game.
Hey,
You need to run away, jump in the holes.
Hold on, listen. I'm on both of your sides.
It.
I agree with Cole. It's a bad game, and it should just be left at that. It's just a bad game. It is what it is. But it's a crappy game, and I agree with Thane. It's bad because it's broken.
Yeah.
I don't think it's broken.
It is
I think
broken.
I think it's a
It
bad.
is broken.
Thane, let me
It's
talk.
poorly developed.
Thane, I'm not going to argue that either. I don't think
No,
it's
if
broken,
it's poorly
though.
developed and the gameplay reflects that, then this is an awful game.
I'm not arguing that. I know it's a bad game. I'm
You know
arguing it
what
doesn't
you're
deserve
trying to
the hate
argue that
people
it
get.
functions. It doesn't function.
Oh, it definitely functions
It
intended.
does not function.
It functions as intended.
Well, then they had bad intentions, had ill will intentions.
Then the rules of the
reason
game
why it
are
functions-
terrible.
It functions as intended because they made the entire thing RNG. Thane just doesn't like RNG.
No, I don't. No, I'm not saying that. It's that the RNG itself works against you.
That's just random. That's just luck, dude.
No,
You draw
some
the
games
1 out of
are-
10 every time. Then
What we need, Thane, is Cole just needs to play it for like 30 minutes and see if his opinion
Dude,
changes.
I've played it. I know how it works. I will play it again. Okay, my opinion on this is not going to change.
I really
know
hope
that.
you don't get angry.
Yeah.
Oh, I know I will. I
It's
get
gonna
angry every
reflect
game I
poor-
play. You know that,
Because this
right?
podcast isn't going to age well. If you get angry, like, man,
I get angry every
sucks.
game I play though, and I know the game's not very good. But saying that it's like the worst terrible game of all time, it's
Oh.
the reason that
We
the
haven't
video
even played
game
enough
market
games to be able to
crashed.
say that.
See, that's what I'm saying, Cole. I agree
haven't
with
even
you. I
played
think
enough
it's
games.
just a bad game. It should just be, it's just a bad game. There's hundreds of thousands of them that come out every year.
Exactly. I don't think it's broken because it's working as intended. They made everything based on RNG because that's the quickest way to
Did you
code a
even
game.
know what RNG was back then?
See, I
Of course they did. That's how they made video games. Thing. That was a dumb question.
No, they even used that term back then.
Oh, I don't care what they called it. It's what it is.
But see, that's where me playing the game, I think it's broken just because of.
Because you're bad.
Well, yeah,
And you
I'm
got
bad.
You got bad luck.
I'm bad at it. I'm not gonna deny that, but the game's still broken. You can't play it.
Oh, it's definitely playable.
It's not playable.
It is playable.
It's not playable, Cole. It's not. I've played it. It's not playable.
People have beaten it all the time, dude. It is definitely playable.
Because they've literally
you cannot
had to.
tell me it is not playable. You just got bad luck and you got mad at it and said, "Oh crap, this game's not
good.
playable because I keep dying because I get bad luck or I'm just bad."
Get good.
I'm sorry, that's just how it works. People beat the game all the time.
Because they figure out how to beat it, and they
Exactly, Thane. You just proved it. You just proved my point by saying that sentence.
But here's the thing. They've had to spend hours, and they probably hated the game. So there's no point to figure out how to beat it when the game literally is just a pile of dog crap.
Doesn't matter if they hated it. You said it right there. They spent hours playing it. That was the intention of the game, to make them spend hours playing a game so they felt like they got their monies out of it.
No, except there's no worth because this isn't a puzzle game where you have to like.
It never was a puzzle game. There's other games that aren't puzzle games, Thane.
Okay.
I'm sorry. Thane's arguments are getting invalid at this point. He's just
I think
grasping
the way to
straws.
settle this. I think the way to settle this is agree to disagree. But I'm gonna give you guys both a minute.
Never play the game. Don't play
no,
the game.
no, wait. I'm gonna give you guys both
I
a
agree with
minute.
that. Yeah, don't play the game. It
Give you
sucks.
both a minute
Right,
to
just don't
establish.
play the freaking game.
I'm gonna give you both a minute to establish your opinion and where you're gonna leave it. And after that, we'll just leave it.
Don't play the game. Make sure it's forgotten.
Wait, Thane, hold on. You should say why you think it's broken, Thane.
You get up to a minute. Up to a minute. You can take less.
And Cole's gonna argue why it's not broken
afterwards.
It feels like the game puts all these random elements, but they didn't think how they work. It's poorly constructed. That's why it's bad. It's like the RNG, like all the elements placed together, they're poorly constructed. How the game works against you is not like you don't want to figure. It's almost like you don't want to figure it out because there's no point.
Okay, but do you think it was worth? Because Cole's argument is he doesn't think it's worth the market crashing. Do you think it was worth
Well,
that?
okay, no, that's
whoa,
not
whoa.
my point, Sky. Don't you put words in my mouth.
That's part of your
Don't
point.
don't you
Whoa,
dare
whoa,
put
whoa,
anything
you
in his
literally
mouth.
said that.
the way
Sky,
you
don't
said
put
it, the
anything
way
in
you
his
said
mouth.
is not the
Okay,
way I
that's
said it.
part of
Sky-
your argument.
Sky, don't put anything
No,
in his
don't
mouth.
say it's part of our. Don't say it like that.
Well, it is. You said that. You're like, I don't think it deserved to be the market crash. Yeah, it's a bad
No,
game.
not that. I don't think that's the reason the market crashed. You're saying I still think that's what made the game market crash.
That's not what I meant to say. I meant to say is Thane, do you think it deserved to get the market crash? Because Cole argues against it.
Saying the word deserved to market crash is not correct, Sky.
No, I don't think the video game market should crash at all.
Do you think that's what caused it?
There you go.
Sorry.
Yeah, I don't really think so. I think actually the 5200 might have caused the crash because that was a console that when it came out, playing 10 minutes with the controllers, they broke. They straight up broke. You had to buy.
I agree with you there, Thane. But back to E.T.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. E.T. was a major release during Christmas, so
Correct.
it did sell a lot.
Correct.
Because of the name.
So
yes,
because of the name.
that's why they did it before Christmas.
So, but then
Sellouts.
there were also several other games. Remember that Purina game?
Thane.
Pet Child game?
Just stay on
E.T.
E.T.
Purina? The dog.
Yes, they
food?
made an Atari game.
That's cool. I didn't know that.
E.T. Thane. Why is it broken?
Because it is.
I'll give you my biggest gripe with ET is you can't tell if you're floating over a hole or if you're on the side of a platform. There's really no discrete difference. You're either like you can
all
be
the same color.
Well, it's like you
Is it all green?
Well, yeah, it's like dark green and then
There's
green.
blues and stuff too.
Yeah, but that was my part I hated the most is because I would fly out of the hole and I would fly over and you think you're far enough and you go down and you're like you're like swear to God you're on the ground. You go right back in the hole. I spent 10 minutes. I swear you that I could not get out of the hole because it was so broken. I'm like, dude, I tried both sides. I flew out. I flew over as far as I could. That part to me, that mechanic was the most broken.
There you go.
I didn't really care about the doctor. You're like, yeah, you can't outrun him. It is what it is. You can't beat those guys. But that part in specific was what like threw me over. I'm like, this game's broken. You can't tell the difference.
The hitboxes are wildly
inaccurate.
Yeah, inaccurate. Yes.
And Thane, I thought bad hitboxes were okay. Remember our conversation about Pokemon?
What are you talking? I never agreed with that.
I know you didn't. I'm just being dumb.
I didn't get the full picture. That's why it's like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So can I say my 1 minute now before we move on?
Okay. Wait. Let's see who started.
We totally got like 10 minutes.
Oh, I know. It's not fair, is it?
Go.
So the game isn't broken RNG-wise because that's how it was intended to play. I will say Skylar's case of getting out of the hole, granted those may be bad hitboxes, but it's his fault for not learning the first time that the hitboxes are bad.
What is that supposed
Thane,
to be?
it's not your turn. It's not your turn, Thane.
Let him keep going.
It's his fault for not learning. Every game has bad hitboxes. You can find them somewhere. If you find out that one hole doesn't have a good hitbox, you overcompensate for it. You figure it out. Okay? And then, I don't even remember what Thane was saying earlier, but it was like, you can't outrun them or something like that. You gotta find stuff. Like, yeah, granted, that's how the game was made. Games are made, like, early, like, basic games are if-then statements. It's, if ET's on screen, Doctor will go run after them and try to chase them. That's just how it works. Thane, let me continue talking. I never interrupted you once, Thane. I'm not going to lie. During that 1 minute, this guy over here. The game is not fun, okay? The game is not a fun game to play. I don't advise anybody to go play it. But the majority of people arguing that the game caused the video game crash of the 1970s and early 1980s is not true. I'm sure it was part of it, but that's not the sole cause about it. Because people made such a big deal about that game being bad is what made that game go down in infamy. It's a bad game, but it's not a broken game. It's still playable.
Okay. All right.
Okay, Cole.
Thane's got to get his another minute in there after his 10.
Cole, listen, you said it's your fault. It's our fault for not knowing that the game had bad hitboxes.
Okay. Let me restate that. Sure, they should have made the game a little bit better, but it's your fault for falling into it twice.
No.
First time it's their fault. Second time it's your fault for not doing it right.
Do me wrong.
You should have learned.
Shame on me. Do me wrong twice. Shame on you.
It's do me wrong. Shame on you. Do me twice. Shame on me.
Okay,
that's what it would be.
But that's the problem is when I'm spending 10 minutes and I can't get out of one hole and all the holes are like that. And the whole thing, like falling in the holes is supposed to be a big mechanic of it.
The whole thing.
Like that in and of itself is stupid. If you're going to make something a main mechanic, at least make it
Do it
playable.
well.
Yeah, do it well, or at least let me tell the difference between if I'm above the hole or on the ground. Because
if you're a one-trick pony, learn how to do that one trick well.
Pretty much, yeah.
Cool.
Because that is, in all reality, that's one of the biggest mechanics in ET.
I will say when I played the game, I never had that big of a problem with it. I just don't know if you ever like tried to like learn it, figure it out.
Well, I
almost feel like you went into it with a bad attitude, thinking, "Wow, I know this is a bad game. Oh, look, this bad game. I won't get out of this bad hole."
Well, we did emulate it.
Then I was just gonna say that we did not play on the.
I haven't played on official hardware either.
Okay. Well,
I emulated as well.
It can't change my mind. To me, the game's broken because it couldn't do the one main thing that its intended purpose was.
I personally think you weren't doing it right.
Thing was there. We've got it on video.
Yeah.
We could watch it. I literally fell in 100 times and it pissed me off to high hell.
I feel like you're just supposed to go a little bit higher. All you got to do is just go till you can't see ET anymore.
Till I can't no more.
When's the last time you played the game?
It's been a couple years.
Okay, it's been a couple years for us too. So maybe we should all revisit this hell.
Let's all revisit it.
This demon. Because I'm on both sides. I think the game's broken because it doesn't function. Well, I guess I shouldn't say that. It does function, but some of the intended mechanics suck. I shouldn't even say that. The game, fine. It's not broken. The mechanics suck. They're horrible.
Yes,
I hate
there
them.
we go.
I hate them. They're
That's
very
what I'm
poorly.
looking for.
They're very poorly designed.
They built in 6 weeks. What do you expect, Sky?
Oh, nothing.
That's what I'm saying. It's not a broken game. It still works. You can play the game. Yeah, the CG's terrible, man. Those graphics are so bad. Get good, Atari. Get good.
Yeah. So the game mechanics suck, but I don't. It's just a bad game, and it should just be that. It's a bad game. There's bad games that come out every year.
So to leave on this, as the quotes of Reggie Fils may, if it's not, wait, what's the full quote?
My body is Reggie.
No, it's
That's his quote, right?
if the game is fun, if it's not fun, why bother? E.T. for Atari 2600 is not fun. Don't bother.
I never argued that. I said don't play it. It's not a fun game.
Well, no, I'm just saying a general statement.
I
I'm
agree.
I'm not adding the argument, Cole. I'm just saying as a general statement.
Why?
Don't bother.
Yeah, definitely don't bother.
Let the game rot.
Sure.
And let the Atari 2600 rot. Most of those games aren't aged very well.
A lot of the Atari 2600 games are very good, by the way. Things wrong about that. A lot of them are very good.
That's a debate for another day.
Just because they're old doesn't mean they're bad. Then I'm sorry.
So then, what would you deem as a broken game that's unplayable?
You can't finish it.
So like
you cannot physically
Pac-Man.
play through the game. Yes, there you go. Pac-Man for the arcades. You get to level 256, the game breaks.
Yeah,
they never made endings for most of those because they.
Granted, yes, you're right, Thane.
They never.
But the fact that the game breaks, it's a broken game.
That's true. But most people consider when you get to that point, you win.
So
right?
then I've been using it. According to Cole, I've been using it wrong then, because to me, I've been using a broken game as a blanket statement. Like Sonic 06, all the game's broken. Well, I guess technically, if we're getting technical, a broken game is a game you cannot finish.
And I've said that too before, Sky. I've said like the same thing. Sonic 06 is a broken game. It's a glitchy mess. I wouldn't call it broken because you can technically still beat the game.
Okay.
Now, a broken game would be early copies of Sonic Adventure 2, because in the last Eggman stage, there was a glitch where Eggman would fall through the floor every time, and you couldn't beat it. That's broken.
Broken, yeah.
So they had to. I don't know how they, you had to buy a new copy, or Sega would. I don't know if Sega had you could mail into it and they'd patch it. I don't know.
Maybe we should change the word broken to something else, because broken I think actually should be defined as not working as intended.
Yeah.
So Sonic 06 would be a broken game because I don't think they intended it to work the way it is working. But then going back to E.T.,
if they intended it to work like that, that's horrible. Very bad game mechanics.
Yeah, sure. But I don't think it's a broken game, personally.
Do you think they intended it to suck real bad like that?
Yes and no. They want to get the hours out of it. They want to make it feel like it's worth the money. I feel like the majority of the people back then when games were being made...
It's also made by one guy.
Yes, it's always by one guy. But that one guy also made some of the greatest games on the Atari 2600. So that is also a bad thing to bring up. That one guy made it, because that one guy's also made some of the best games on that console.
But he had more time. He had more time.
Exactly.
To do it,
back to what I was saying though, like, I back in the older systems, that I feel like they valued the time compared to money. Where like if you played 20 hours of a game, you got your money's worth out of that game. So I almost feel like maybe they did intend for that to be like that, to be a little bit frustrating. So you'd get your time out of it by the time you actually beat it.
Isn't it still like that or no?
See, I can
No, I would say no, it's not. Because now we got mobile games and Fortnite, you can jump in and out for like 2 seconds and you're done.
Yeah.
Granted, Fortnite's free to play, but
they have that I forgot that ninja game that he had a while ago. They came out, it was like really hard. People were complaining it's too hard. Sekiro, that's what it is.
Okay, but that game functions.
That was intended.
That's its intended purpose.
That was
it was intended to be hard, yes.
Yeah, no.
There are some. There are some.
Cole's saying that there are a lot of games that they're not like that anymore. But I'm saying they're still.
There are some that will be, yeah.
Here's
like you'll see like a Dark Souls game. You know, those kind of things will come up every once in a while. But typically they're very easy.
Gotta please the gamers.
They gotta please the gamer, make them feel like they're a bad A, swinging around New York City on the easiest difficulty, beating up bad guys.
In a cool suit.
That's me.
In a cool suit.
In a cool
not taking
suit.
much effort. That's true.
Not much effort. I love Spider-Man, by the way. I'm having a blast playing that. That's how I'm playing it too.
Here's the thing about Sekiro difficulty. People were complaining because it literally wasn't. Who did it?
Look, he covered up his hoodie right away. It was him.
Here's the thing. People thought it was too hard, and they were complaining. It was mostly journalists just to get clicks. When it's okay to make a very difficult game today, people will complain about it for like a week at most, and then they'll shut up about it. That's most things about these dumb controversies today. They'll complain about it for a week and nothing else.
It's like go for everything.
Well, going back to how Cole was talking about like difficulty in video games back then. Definitely, like you couldn't fit that much of a game onto a cartridge back then anyway. So the memory you had for a game obviously is limited. So it makes sense that they would make games hard. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And so, but at the same time, I feel like there's a difference between a hard game and a game that's functioning wrong and is frustrating hard.
Looking at E.T., the reason I keep thinking even more so that they did make it dumb and hard at times. Because you essentially have to collect 4 items to beat the game.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if those pits were not dumb, if those people, the bad guys, could not catch you as quickly,
it'd be too easy.
You'd be done in 5 minutes. Going through every single hole you found until you found all 4 items and you're done.
You're right. And if that was their intended purpose, I mean, shame on me.
Yeah, well, not shame on you. I mean, it still sucks. It's still a bad game. But say some kid opens up that game for Christmas, puts it in, beats it in 4 minutes, he's not having a good time. That's a terrible thing. That's a terrible thing.
But you got to find the right balance because you get stuck in a hole for 10 minutes.
Exactly.
You're not having a good time.
And that's the problem with E.T. That's why E.T. did bad, and it got the opposite effect of what they wanted.
Okay. Well, if that's their intended purpose, you won me.
I feel like that is their intended. I don't know. I can't promise you that's what it was, but that's what I feel like it was. Just knowing how old games are, that's what I think it was.
Yeah.
You know, about difficulty, I remember there was this one website that literally had a headline, and I didn't read the article because the headline was so stupid. It just says, game should have a skip boss button.
Dude, I'd play that game. Skip the boss, give me the cutscenes.
Kid complains too much. Mom is afraid for her son's health.
Yeah.
Games should have a skip boss button. How about games
Kid throws console out window?
How about you should stop playing games?
Games should have a yeet out the window.
Dude, I'm all for the easiest thing I can ever play. I just want to get my enjoyment out of the game, and if it's the easiest way to play, if I can skip the boss and get the cutscene out of it, freak yeah, dude, I'm down. Heck yeah. Like Sekiro, games like that, they don't appeal to me because they're too hard. I don't want to play a hard game. I want something that I can have an enjoyable time in a short amount of time and be done with it and be done and never touch it again.
Yeah. See, I mean, I see where you're coming from, Cole. This is why everybody's different. Because me personally, take a game like Apex Legends, a battle royale. I get in there, I drop, I die like 3 or 4 matches, and I hate it because I'm not having a good time getting my balls trashed. But then I play a game like Dark Souls, and I'll die 100 times, and I'll still keep coming back, still wanting to keep playing.
Knowing how I am, I'll play Dark Souls, believe the same thing as a battle royale, die 5 times and be freaking ticked. That's what happened when I played Bloodborne.
But see, here's the thing. This is what got me, is you die on a boss 100 times, but you get that one win, that shot of freaking heroin right in your arms, dude, you're hooked.
See, I can find that other places,
That's like Fortnite, dude.
Yeah.
You play 50 matches, but you get that one win, you're just...
But I can get that from other places in games.
Keep going.
And you can. I think everybody can, but I mean, everybody's got their own thing.
That's true.
Like yours is a shiny. Like you get a shiny, you're just
you know,
two in the
you
eye.
know how easy it was to get that shiny? Super easy. I pressed buttons until it showed
has an
up.
erection for 4 hours.
Yeah, it's nice.
Run
around the house going, guys, did you see the clip?
Think, and this to bring both of your guys' points together is
touch them together.
Yeah, to touch your peepees is Thane. If somebody's complaining that a game's too hard, don't play it.
Yeah,
obviously,
definitely.
don't play it. And then, well, I guess that's pretty much what you're saying anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Then's getting a phone call. He's going to answer on the podcast.
He called me too already.
You sent him a text message?
Yeah.
You did one of those quick reminders or whatever. Like, sorry, in a meeting. What'd you say? Sorry, I'm in a meeting.
Yeah.
Ew, he's going to call you next. You got one of your trying to call.
Just don't answer.
Yeah.
Look, he texted you back already.
Yeah.
Read it. No, read it. He's like, you're in a meeting?
You're in a meeting.
What are you in a meeting for?
Business thing.
Sure, when I won't answer.
You answered the first time, but not the second time.
He was calling me. I was like, no, don't call me.
Oh, quick. Sorry, bro. Talk to you later. Busy.
That reminds me of something happened today while I was streaming. I was streaming and my phone started ringing and I looked over a slate. That was my brother calling me. And I'm like, I closed it off. And then like a couple seconds later, he started calling me again. I'm like, whatever, just close. Like, he's stupid. And then I got a third one, and it rang for 3 rings, and then it turned off. And I was like, what if something's up? I need to call him back. So I'm like, guys, I'll be back. I'm going to call him back. I called him back.
He's like, what's up, bro?
I'm like, hey, hello, are you doing good? He's like, yeah, I'm fine. What's up, man? he's like, I didn't mean to call you that third time. It was an accident. It was a butt dial. Sorry about that.
Geez.
And I'm like, oh, sorry, dude, I'm just streaming. That's why I didn't answer. He's like, yeah, I figured you're doing something. Sorry. But I don't know, for a second that was legit word. It's like, oh crap, dude, like what if something's up?
So speaking of that, do you guys have like horrible like phone calls that you've received from people? Like, I'll give you mine. So this was sophomore year in high school. I was 15 and I was dating this girl, and it was you know what, this was junior year. I was 16. I was dating this girl.
When you're 16,
she was in college, and she went to college like 2 hours away. And there's this, and I always slept with my phone on vibrate. Like I've never had my phone volume up at night ever. And I received a phone call, and it's like 3 a.m. and I'm just delirious. I received a phone call, I didn't answer, and I get another phone call again. I look up, and it was my girlfriend. I answered it. And she called me at 3 in the morning to tell me she got in a car accident. She rolled the car like 4 or 5 times. She had glass all over in her hands, and I'm freaking out. I'm like, well, where are you? Like, are you still out in the middle of nowhere? She's like, no, I'm home now. The ambulance came and picked us up. And
good Lord.
So I was like, well, freak, dude. I got in my car and drove over there, and she was like freaking had glass in her hands, and her head was cut. And I'm like, good gravy, dude. Like, that was a scary phone call for me. That was probably the scariest phone call I've ever received from somebody. It was at 3 in the morning. It's horrible.
I've never been the receiver of one of those scary phone calls, but I've been around them. Like, I've been, like, around, like, my sister or something.
Yeah.
Like, for example, a long time ago, my brother, same brother I was talking about, he got into a really bad accident one time. And my parents were actually on vacation, and my sister was, like, basically babysitting me, her and her husband. And she got the phone call, and I remember her getting the phone call, but I never got the phone call, like, myself.
What happened again? Did he like roll his car or something?
No.
He fell
he was
out
standing on the back.
truck.
He was standing on the bumper of a
I
pickup.
remember when that happened.
And this is really funny for you guys. I got to tell you after the podcast why. This is hilarious. So he's standing on the back.
I know who he was with.
Yeah,
He was standing on the bumper of a pickup, and kind of like bouncing it because they're making fun of their friend had a tiny little pickup. He's like bouncing on the back of the bumper. This kid saw a girl that he liked and wanted to impress her, so he tried to do a burnout, and my brother went flying off the back of the bumper and smacked his head on the asphalt. You guys are gonna love the rest of the story.
Well, I think I know We obviously know who it was.
So good, dude. It's such a freaking funny story.
He had a concussion. Couldn't go to sleep.
In retrospect, it's a funny
Great
story.
time.
My brother almost died, but in retrospect, it's hilarious.
Gosh, man,
Was he like Pat? Like he obviously blanked out, right?
Oh yeah, the doctors thought he was gonna die.
Was he in a coma?
I don't know what he was in. I assume he wasn't in a coma because he was definitely still alive.
What did the doctors say then?
Dude,
The doctors
so
life-flighted him
bad.
to like the big city, Salt Lake,
Yeah.
and when they put him on the helicopter, they said, "Yeah, he's probably gonna die by the time he gets there."
No way.
Yeah, it's pretty
Like,
sketchy.
Was he bleeding in his brain?
He's still
Is that
alive.
why?
He's
I don't
still
know.
alive.
Yeah,
He's
dude,
still alive.
the same brother I was just telling you about. I talked on the
Yeah.
phone.
Dang,
It's crazy. What about you guys? You've been on the ends of horrible phone calls.
bro. Yeah.
It's kind
do
of a
you think?
sad topic.
It is.
Apart from that scam call that I got talked about in the other podcast, I really haven't got any like phone. Well,
so when
Well,
when you thought the
how about
freaking IRS
you-
was
you
gonna
go-
bust down your door.
yeah. How about you go first, say? How about you go first, say? We'll go in order. I gotta remember mine a little bit.
Mine was sad. It's just about a family member passing. It's really sad.
Oh.
That's it. That's
Yeah,
it.
that is sad.
Yeah. So my dad, he had pretty bad health, like almost I think like a decade ago. And today now he has to like be hooked up to a machine and take pills. Other than that, he's fine. Like, yeah. But what was it? So anyways, sometimes there'd be like, this happened several times, sometimes over at a friend's house, and at my friend Jordan's house. You probably heard about him in the podcast before.
He was on episode 1 of the Minecraft.
Yeah, he's on
He's the one that
Minecraft
died
Hardcore.
first.
Yeah, he's the one who died first. But I was over at his house. It's like a Thursday night, and I called. It's like, hey mom, when am I, like, is someone gonna come bring me? It's like, your dad, he went to had to go to the hospital again. I was like, it's like, so just stay there for tonight. It's like, okay. And then I hung up, and I stayed there for the night, and I was like, oh man. And it was really sad, because like my dad was in and out of the hospital a lot, and I was like, I wasn't sure at the point like he was gonna make it through this. He's okay now, but it was a pretty trying time for my family, and yeah, there were several calls like that. It's like, oh yeah, your dad's in the hospital. I was like, oh no.
Jeez.
Yeah. Oof. So yeah, and
I was gonna say on a lighter note, I'll tell you a funnier story.
Okay.
So kind of boost our
Thanks for
morale
sharing,
a little
Thane.
bit. Yeah.
Sorry guys, that was my fault.
So my sister, she got pregnant a while back ago, and she sent me and my brother this video of like her other daughter.
Okay.
That's not like that. Whoa, say whoa.
Wait, what? She got pregnant. She sent us a video. Okay.
She sent us a video of her daughter opening up like a present that said that she was gonna be like
a sister.
or whatever. Yeah. And I didn't really understand what I was watching. I was like watching the video. I'm like, what even is? I didn't have the sound on or anything because I was like in work or something. I don't know. I was just like, I'm not even watching. I'm like, whatever. I turned it off. And then like 2 months later, I'm like having lunch with them. And then we were talking about something actually sad about one of my relatives passing as well. And then my sister's like, oh, I'm just so emotional right now. I'm like, why are you so emotional? Like, we knew it was going to happen eventually. I'm like, it's not that sad. Then she said that she's pregnant or something. I'm like, you're pregnant? What?
No.
She's like, you didn't know? I told you. I'm like, what? No, you never told me.
And it was that video?
There's that video, yeah.
Cole just didn't listen to the audio. That just goes to show you guys not always. There's sometimes you get bad videos with bad audio, but sometimes you should listen to the audio.
Sometimes you should listen to the audio.
That is not the RadKatz podcast. We have good audio.
And
But you never know. Maybe one day we'll prank you with this loud jump scare.
like that.
He does it every episode. Never mind.
Yeah.
That happens every episode. Never mind.
Maybe for Halloween we'll actually throw an alien up there. Be like, woo.
So we've got a very special guest that's gonna come on the show here shortly. He's gonna call in. We're gonna chat.
He's actually in the basement. He's in our basement with us.
Yeah, his name's Gloria Borgeforgen.
All tied up.
Borgeforgen.
Yeah. But before we bring him on, I just wanted to talk about and kind of recap, kind of put the cap on this bottle and yeet it as far in the ocean as humanly possible. But we finished our very first 24-hour, well, me, Zay, and Cole finished our very first 24-hour live stream ever. And boy, was that an emotional train wreck. I just want to see everybody's thoughts on it. Thane, we can start with you since you went the least amount.
No, I was up for 24 hours. I
not in front of the camera.
The stream, no, the stream.
I was up for the
okay,
full 24 hours.
I want to point out real quick. Thane keeps bringing up that he was up for 24 hours. I don't think it matters that he was up for 24 hours. The thing that mattered was the stream, right?
Yeah, I agree.
What mattered was my health.
Grats, bro. You did it for 24 hours, but the stream.
Just go ahead.
I wanted to die.
Tell us from your experience what you experienced.
Oh.
And would you ever do it again at the end?
I don't want to do it again because I felt like I was gonna die, dude. It was like awful.
Piss some blood afterwards.
Yeah.
Did you really? You didn't.
No,
piss blood.
no.
Jeez.
You said yes. You agreed with it.
I know.
I was agreeing it's like a joke. It's like
trying to dramatize
it. It's blood. Yeah.
Are you gonna say what you thought about it? Or no.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's fun for like the first 12 hours, but then afterwards.
That's exactly what I was gonna say.
Yeah. The first 12 hours were real good.
But then afterwards, it's like
we started all kind of dying around the 12-hour mark.
I had to go to work, man. That sucked for me, but I'll get to that. Go ahead, Zay.
Oh my gosh, I feel like the first 9 hours just flew by.
Yeah.
You could tell we're true gamers because we just sat through 9 hours. I'm like, this is great. I'm not having one issue.
You want to know what did it? Is after that horror game when Cole started playing Zelda, Zay dipped, Zay went and played Fortnite. I had to go to work, and that was just, we fell apart.
The beginning of the end.
I was doing
good.
It helped
me stay awake.
I was commentating Zelda and everything. That I started trying to do this one trick.
Cole's doing good. Cole's
and I couldn't do
awake.
it. I couldn't do the trick, and I kind of gave up on the whole run at that point.
Yeah, Cole was lively though. Cole was up and going, and I was just trying to stay awake, and Thane was not.
I was jazzed to try to show off that glitch, and I could not get it to save my life. I tried for 2.5 hours, I think.
He did.
And I just kind of gave up. I was planning on beating the whole game. I was like, nah, dude, I'm done. I'm sorry.
Oof.
And I killed Thane, too, because Thane was trying to just watch and...
Just being a good little Thane.
Yeah, I tried to read manga, but I was like...
So I'll tell you what happened. The 3 hours I was gone, from my perspective. By the way, I will also give my stamp of approval. The first 12 hours were phenomenal. Very fun, a lot of laughs. It was great. But the next 6, so from hour 12 to hour 18 was the hardest for me because I had to go to work. I almost fell asleep on the car right there. That was real bad. And then when I got to work, I was in a meeting. We were in a meeting for an hour. Everything cool?
Yeah, everything's fine.
Thane adjusted his chair and dropped stuff.
He always drops his phone every episode.
I should put it in this pocket.
Anyway, we're in the middle of this meeting, and my boss is talking, and everybody's supposed to go around and share their thoughts. And my head was bobbing the whole time. And you know, in movies when someone's gone, and then someone starts saying their name, and it's fading in slowly. That's what happened to me. And my boss is like, "Are you sleeping?" "No, I'm fine." And so I spilled out whatever I was supposed to say, said my thing. And then, I kid you not, and I already told these guys this, I confess my sins. But after the meeting, I had an hour and a half before my student showed up. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go lay down. I'm going to take a nap. I can't do it anymore, you know what I mean? Because I was already up 24 hours at this point.
Not on the stream.
I understand. I understand. I'm just telling you. I was, this was hour 28 for me or something. And anyway, as soon as I was about to go lay down, my boss came and was like, "Oh, hey, a teacher didn't show up. So lucky you got to teach this hour lesson." I'm like, "Great." So I taught the lesson, stayed awake. Anyway, I had a 30-minute break before I had to go teach my other lesson that showed up. So I beamed up Twitch, and I was watching the stream. Thane was just freaking kink neck, just about ready to pass out.
He was on playing a game.
Yeah, he was playing Mario. Cole was sitting there just I don't know if you were having a good time or not. I don't think you were. I was asking you guys. I'm like, you guys feel great? Cole said no. He felt awful. Thane looked like he was just a destroyed man.
Yeah, Thane was just crumbling slowly.
And I didn't see Zay. Zay was off camera.
I was fine.
He's playing Fortnite.
Yeah, I was fine. I played Fortnite probably from 4 or 5 in the morning till about 11 or 12.
You got like a really good win on Fortnite too. Yeah. Solos.
I was yelling. I remember Skull Kid. I yelled one time. She's like, well, "Who's yelling?"
She got scared.
Yeah.
Well, do you want to know what happened?
She's yelling so loud.
She said it was early in the morning, so she didn't want to have like her laptop loud, so it would wake up her neighbors or something, and get mad at them. So she was pretty close to the screen to try to like hear, because I was pretty quiet because I was trying to do that glitch.
Yeah. No.
And then she just hears, ah! She's like, "Oh God!"
I did not know that.
Rip her ears.
Sorry.
Oh.
I will say though, the defining moment for me where I was like, I don't know, man. Like, is it worth it? Is we were playing GTA. This was like the last hour and a half, and I wanted to play.
Sky fell asleep before that though.
I was in and out.
He laid down on the ground. He's like, I'll be fine down here, guys. I'm comfortable.
For like 1 minute.
While I was playing Zelda, I remember I was in the Forsaken Fortress. Forbidden Woods. Excuse me.
Anyway, that's not the part I'm talking about. But thanks, Zay, for doxing me. Appreciate it.
Hey! I'm just saying.
I'll dox you too, Zay. Don't worry.
Okay. Anyway,
I fell asleep towards the end.
Zay,
yeah.
We were playing GTA, and Zay
like
just died.
Hour 23.
Yeah, Zay just died. I was like, oh, hey, we're doing If You Die, You Hand It Up Right. He gives me the remote.
So
and
mad.
I was instantly gone.
He fell asleep instantly after handing Sky the remote.
Yeah,
bro.
The character was running around on the screen, and Sky's like, I look over, and Sky's like,
I went on a spiritual journey right there. Anyway, it was fun. I could do it again, but you got to give me several months to prep.
So I also agree the first little bit was probably the best. My favorite part, honestly, was the Halo stuff, because I've been wanting to do that achievement for the longest of times.
Really?
I've been wanting to do that.
Jackbox, was it?
Huh?
Jackbox is a good time, too.
Dude, I've been wanting to do that achievement since like 2010.
Dang,
I've been trying to get that achievement together for the longest time.
I just don't know you as well as I thought I did.
Well, you got it. We got it.
We got
boys.
it, yeah. Then another highlight for me was watching Thane play Super Mario, because I'm dead. Thane's dead. Thane's so dead. And it was so much fun to watch him, because
Thane was coming back from the dead. He's like, oh.
I saw him try to attempt the same jump so many times. He kept jumping off the cliff. It's just so funny. And then he'd fall asleep while playing. Mario starts like running into a wall. It was pretty golden. The best one, though, I was telling these guys before we started the podcast, I'm recording Thane at this point, like my cell phone. Thane, I put my phone on, I'm recording him, and Thane just like dead. He's asleep, and I show the screen, and just Mario's just stationary, not moving. All of a sudden, Mario starts like running around. I'm like, whoa! I zoom back to Thane, and Thane just looks up and looks over at me like the most dead, like, It's so good, dude.
You have that video?
I have it, dude. I have it saved.
I want to watch it after this.
Oh my gosh, it's so good. You're right though. We did Jackbox. Jackbox is a lot of fun. Oh yeah, because we played it before. We were all stupid tired.
Yeah,
that's why. I kept thinking we all played the entire sitting at the very end. Never mind. That was real good, because we were still kind of awake.
Yeah, we were laughing hard, dude.
That was good.
Dude, we met some cool people too.
Yeah, some real chill.
Thanks
people.
for subbing, guys. Shout out to our boy Lil Thicc, who we're having on actually right now.
Thick's the man, and then
Thicc
we also
is the man.
met
Neko.
Neko was cool. He was around for a while. And then we met Sputnik. He was up at like awake,
bro.
man.
He was a soul. It was like 5 a.m. and we're like,
is
anyone still there?
Please, we're just shut it off. He's like, no, I'm still here.
Sputnik's like, I'm here, bro.
He's like, I'm doing my math homework.
Yeah, Sputnik was like hanging out while playing. Like I was playing Zelda. He's like, I'm here just doing my math homework. It's kind of fun to listen to this kid talk about Zelda.
Yeah.
He's like into.
I don't have any headphones.
And there was Ryan. I remember we met Ryan.
Oh yeah,
he's like, I just really like this game.
Visage.
It was Visage. That was pretty funny. And then I think there was someone else too.
You need to pull up OBS as well, bro.
That doesn't help me.
Help me.
It says device 1, 2, or 3.
Help
make
me.
the input device the camera.
I don't know which one that one is. They're not labeled.
I don't have headphones, so I'll probably have to get some.
All right, better to download it.
Do you have headphones, Say?
I don't. I have to grab some.
Oh, there we go. Well, that was easy. Talk.
Hello. Checking.
Check. Definitely not getting it.
Check Zay's. Check Zay's real quick.
Try that one.
Hello.
Checkity check.
Nope, just do the webcam. Sorry, Thicc, bro. You're gonna get some bad mic quality. Hello.
Check.
Hey. Stop testing. Hello. I don't know why it works down there, but go back to the task real quick. I'm curious. Hello. Try Zays. Nope, try the other one. Hello. Yeah, just do that. He can hear us from this, I'm pretty sure.
So if we just plug in?
Yeah, just plug in, you can hear him. Well, he's not in here yet. You can give him a call now.
Oh. No, tell him you're doing video. Tell him you're doing video.
Oh, we are?
Tell him. Just say it, but we're just doing call.
I'm not going to tell him that.
Oh. Talk about anything.
I mean, we're not doing video anyway either, so even if you had a video pulled up.
We should have been clothed.
Okay,
That's it. Oh, he did video call? It's not going to work for us either.
Why?
Because our camera's being used on OBS. He joined it. Hey, Thicc, you can hear us?
It's still connecting.
Thicc, Hey, gamer!
It's the gamer.
What's up, bro?
You gotta turn him up. I can barely hear him with us yelling and stuff.
Just a sec, Thiccy.
We're turning you up.
Yeah.
Oh, just the TV, actually. Hold on, we're turning you up, Thiccy.
Thicc, can you hear us? Bro, what is good, gamer?
Cole turns up really loud.
We gotta give a huge shout out to our boy here. Sorry guys, they can hear you now. Thicc, introduce yourself, bro. Everybody can hear you now.
Yeah, I'm Lil Thiccie. I gave him $100. I don't know.
No, 101. 101.
101.
Thicc,
No, 106.
Thicc,
Yeah. 106, that's right. You
Thicc,
slipped in at the
Thicc,
end.
you've
right.
given us probably like $150, let's be honest here,
Yeah,
over the past
honestly.
months. Hey, you know what, Thicc, to commemorate you, I think we're all going to buy some Lil Thiccie shirts, dog.
We are going to buy some
We're
more
gonna
merch,
rep,
Thicc.
we're gonna rep some
Oh, yeah.
merch.
Yeah, rep some. Wait, what did Boomer put in the chat that one time? It's like some official merch.
He's like, holy God, and he started swearing. He's like, Sky, look at the, are your notifications not turned on? Look, we got it right here pulled up to the side. Oh no, it doesn't show
yeah,
donos.
it doesn't show donos.
We need to work on that, fix that. But hey, man, listen, we appreciate you. We're glad to finally have you on the show, man.
Yeah,
Welcome.
I'm hyped.
You just had to donate $100 for us to get you on, bro. It took a little while.
Yeah, guys, if anyone else wants on the show, it's $100.
Thiccy, we'll only charge you 10 to play your SoundCloud mixtape.
Oh, okay. I think that's approved. Unless I don't know who's editing this. Like,
That's true.
It's probably Cole, I guess.
Yeah, we don't tend to edit the podcast too much, to be honest.
Do you cuss a lot in your songs?
yes.
Oh. Hey, honesty's the best
Paul's
policy.
straightforward about it.
You know what? I'll tell you what, Thicc. We'll listen to maybe we'll do like a reaction video to us listening to some Lil Thiccie.
All right.
Is that cool?
I guess.
I didn't even know Thiccy did SoundCloud stuff.
That's what it's Spotify, dude. That's what Lil Thiccie
Oh, you're on
is.
Spotify?
Look it up, bro.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, Cole, you're going to do it now?
So
Well,
is
I'm not gonna pull. I'm just
is
gonna
Lil
look it up.
Thiccie
Okay.
is Lil Thiccie like your alias? Is that your rapper name?
That's my rapper name, yeah.
Dude, when are you gonna have the boys on there to drop some fat vapes?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Are we gonna do a
vapors.
collab?
Yeah, we could do a collab, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I'm in, dude.
It's honestly
Sign
just
me up.
me and my friends messing around.
Is this it? Lil Thicc?
Yeah.
Elon? Nothing rhymes with purple? Hank Hill, dude. You have a song called Hank Hill?
What happened?
Is your songs like Elon, Nothing Rhymes with Purple, Hank Hill?
Oh.
No, that's not you? Oh.
No, it's
Might-
got his face. It's got the face of Lil Thicc on there.
Yeah.
It's Lil Thiccie with an E.
I thought it was Thiccy with an E.
Did you
Are
see
you
his
on
guy?
Spotify or SoundCloud?
I'm on Spotify right now. Was that him?
No.
There's
You're
also
not vaping
Lil
in it, are
Potty
you?
Mouth. That's my buddy.
You're not vaping, are you?
Little
in the
potty
picture.
mouth. Look up little potty mouth.
Little potty mouth.
Yo,
I'll
Thicc,
find it.
I think that'd be so funny, dude. If you dropped us a beat, you like send it to us. You're like, all right, boys, come up with something. Dude, that'd be sick. I'm down to collab, dude.
All right. Yeah, my friend just made like a remix of Zelda. So
Dude, that's sick.
yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering, right? Because earlier today on the stream, you linked that beat of the Evolution song.
Yeah.
And I didn't know you were like into music.
Are you sure that's
funny.
him?
See, that's what I saw too.
Thicc, what's
you're
your
not
profile
vaping,
picture?
Are you? In the picture.
A little bit.
Yeah, that is. That is. Yeah,
Oh, that is
They
him,
have
okay.
Chaos. They have Carter Freestyle.
F Lil Thiccie.
Yeah, look. No, look.
And vape sticks, baby.
And vape sticks.
Oh,
All right.
Found it.
It's a little explicit. We're not going to say it on the podcast, but
I'm gonna listen to these. Are funny.
yeah, we're going to check it out, dog. I remember listening. I remember when we first met you, when I first met you when we were doing Resident Evil, you told me about your Spotify, dude, and I'm like, looked it up. I'm like, dude, this is pretty sick, dude.
I don't
Did
make
you listen to
serious
it?
music.
Yeah, I listened to it. Bro, it is serious music, Thicc. It's
No,
freaking
it's
ear
not.
popping, dude.
It's not, dude. It's just me messing around. It's really bad.
Do you put it on YouTube, Thicc?
It's on YouTube, yeah.
There you go. That's pretty cool, man.
It is. Also, I just realized, Cole, to line this up, do you think it'd be best if I did like a little bit of a mic for you to do a...
Well, oh yeah, give it a nice clap or something. I don't know.
One, two,
clap
three,
his cheeks
three.
together.
All right, there you go. There you go.
Yeah, I like clap his
Yeah.
cheeks together too.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Thicc, it sounds like you got a rubber glove and you're slapping something with a rubber
That's what
glove
I
on.
did.
Dude, I could honestly be naked right now. You wouldn't even know.
Dude, I hope you are. I hope you are.
Are we going to see your little Thickie?
Oh, that's why he asked if we were doing a video podcast.
Oh my gosh, the video call.
Oh my gosh.
So Thicc, I want to know what your opinions are. I mean, I know our household is a little devastated. I haven't been able to function the last 2 days, but man, how are you without Fortnite?
Fortnite, yeah. I've been sad.
Been a sad boy. Been a big sad boy.
Big
I've
sad.
logged in several times just hoping.
See the black hole.
They'll give you the free pass and let you go. Yeah.
Like, you know what? We like this guy.
Dude, I just saw my Batman get sucked into a hole, dude. It's like,
Oh yeah, he was wearing his Batman skin.
No Batman.
No.
So Thickie told me on stream today that he's kind of sick today too.
yeah.
Little sicky, man.
Are you feeling a little better
Hey.
now?
Yeah, I'm feeling a little better.
That's good to hear. I'm glad.
Yeah,
I just wanted to find out. Wanted to follow up a little bit.
So
What?
Thicc, it's like been like a tradition that whenever we have somebody on the podcast, we ask them to tell us their best, funniest joke. By the way,
Best,
you're like
funniest joke.
I think you're
Oh,
only
geez.
you're the first guest we've had on season 1, but I think you're only the
Two.
third
Two.
person.
Actually, what we should do is we can do that.
Who was
We
the
can also
first?
do.
We'd
We'll
have to
do.
get some season one
Think
or
we're gonna
two.
do. Have you ever received like
He's
a
the
phone
first.
call that was like really crazy or like that was?
Oh, there you go.
We were just talking
Like the
about
John
this too.
Cena phone call? Like the prank call?
No.
Sure. Have you ever
It
been
could be
scammed?
that, or it could be like something that was like crazy, like a family member or something. We just talked about this and we got pretty emo about it. So.
Yeah, we got emotional.
Yeah.
I peed a little bit.
Ooh.
I've had like scam calls and I just went along with it a little bit.
Give us that one. Let's hear it.
Alright, so like one time this like Indian dude called me. He's like, "Oh, you've won $1 million." I'm like, "Oh, really? Sick." And he just hung up.
Sick, bro.
Sick, bro. I'll vape to that.
Yo, you want to come over and have some pizza?
Yeah, bro. Let's knock our vape sticks together, bro.
Oh my goodness. So did you name your little Thickie?
Oh my
Oh
god.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess I think everybody wants to know is how did you get the name Lil Thiccie? Like, where does that come
Did
from?
you give it to yourself, or did someone else give it to you?
Did someone
I
see
gave
and
it
they're
to
like, whoa,
Yeah.
dude, this guy's thick.
He saw himself. He's like, yeah, I'm a little thick.
a little Thiccie.
Is there a story behind it?
It might be too explicit for the podcast.
Oh wow!
Can you use code? Can you like code the bad words with?
No, it's like I like thick chicks. So I'm a little thick.
Oh.
Yeah. You like
okay,
a little
okay.
thickie, don't you?
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
all
all
right.
right.
That makes sense.
That's
You know
he
what?
really is a rapper.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Not a rapper, dude.
We're gonna link his Spotify in the
Yeah,
Yeah, we
yeah,
totally
we
are.
are.
Oh my God.
Spotify is
Totally.
linked. Thick. What song should everybody listen to? What's the best one you got on there?
Carter Freestyle.
Carter
Freestyle.
Freestyle.
All right, everybody, you heard it.
All right, that's explicit at the very beginning, by the way.
Just right away.
From the start.
Just get it out of the way.
So, is that gonna be your best song until the cats get on there and start ripping some fatties?
Yeah.
What are we gonna do on there?
Ripping some
What are we gonna-
patties. I don't
Is that rapper language? Oh, I'm gonna freaking rip this fat one, dude.
Yeah, save the
guess.
fat one for me. I got this.
I'm gonna rip it good.
hit the joint and you just slap it. That's the best.
You like that? You like that bit?
Yeah, dude, that's my favorite video.
How many times have you watched it?
Like several times.
Are you caught up? Are you watching it weekly? It's a weekly show.
Yeah, I watch it, but that one's the best one. Not gonna lie.
Oh boy. You want to know something cool? We filmed that last year. I think in January is when we filmed it. That was almost a year ago.
Wait, last year?
No, this year. Excuse me.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
let's say,
This year,
wow.
January.
Dude,
The year's almost over, Cole. Give me a break. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
It gets better.
They're thinking, just so you know, Thane is sitting right next to us too.
He hasn't said
Oh,
much,
nice.
but he's here.
Oh,
I'm here.
Is he dead?
He's just
He's
admiring.
still recovering.
He's admiring the fact that he's in the presence of Lil Thiccie.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Got any ghost stories?
Any ghost stories?
You've been scared, boy.
Or do you got any like banger stories where you did something you shouldn't have and you were just floating off in space?
What?
Stole NASA's spaceship.
Think you don't. If you've done
yeah,
anything, don't
but-
admit it right here. This isn't the place to admit it.
Don't dox
Yeah.
yourself.
Alright, yeah, just no comment, no comment.
Oh,
Don't ask
go
it,
ahead.
What, you want to ask it again?
I don't know
You wanna
what.
Ask it again.
What?
The same thing you said.
What ghost about ghost stories? Do you have any ghost
Ghost
stories?
stories?
I don't know. Just,
I don't know. I've been
Or
to a
time you've been,
funeral
like,
once or twice.
Oh,
I don't know. That's the same thing H3 podcast does. They just ask their guests, "Hey, have you ever any ghost stories?"
Yeah, we kind of base our show off of
Yeah.
theirs, as you can tell. I mean,
Oh
we've
yeah,
got
1 for 1.
yeah, we've got 4 microphones. They have 4 microphones. We got Jamie in the back. Oh wait, no, that's Rogan.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Jamie in the back.
Can I be Joe?
Yeah,
Sure.
let
Jake?
Colby Joe.
You gotta get buff and shave your head.
I mean, if you look just right, it looks like I'm freaking ripped as massive. Like, look at my freaking arms. They look huge. It's not because of muscle, though, if you really want to know. You know.
Hey, Thiccie, so how much do you think Kyle Massey would charge to be on the podcast? Do you think we could get him for like a few seconds?
Yeah, you're good buddies with him, man.
Probably like 1K.
Oh,
Well, we know he's on Cameo. We looked him
he's
up
on
once.
Cameo for $80, dude. He's not playing.
We were, dude.
That's actually one of the cheaper ones.
Thick, you want to know what's funny, dude?
Yeah.
What's funny is we were talking. This is like 2 months ago. We were talking about Zay showed me it. And he's like, "Dude, Kyle Massey's on here, $80. Let's drop it." And then we find out that you're buddies with him, dude.
out of everyone.
Yeah.
You're friends with him,
Yeah.
bro.
You should tell the story about how you met him, and all the other people you've met, all the other famous people on Fortnite.
Yeah, on Fortnite. So he just posted on Twitter. He's like, "Add me ATL King Massey on Xbox and show me how to play Fortnite." So I added him, joined his party, and it was just me, him, and like one other dude. We just started playing.
So the real question is,
so straightforward. No screening process, nothing. Just, you're in.
The real question is, are you still friends with that other guy too?
Oh, what other guy?
The other
guy that was at the party.
The other guy with you and Kyle.
Oh, Conrad?
Conrad, yeah.
Yeah, Conrad Hilton.
Yeah, I told you it's Paris Hilton's brother, isn't it?
Is that Paris Hilton's brother?
Oh, that was the other guy.
You're friends with him on Xbox?
Yeah.
Oh, bro, that's so
I assumed he was just another rando that joined Kyle Massey. That's funny.
His name is Reptar's Bong Rip.
Bro, Thicc, I think it would be awesome if you could get us some games with those guys.
That is if Fortnite's ever coming back.
That's true. If Fortnite does ever come back.
He just falls asleep like every time because he's like on some drugs or something.
Oh, nasty does. We'll keep him awake.
We'll keep him awake. Dude, one time I was just playing with him, he just sat in the lobby, and then it said Kyle Massey left the game.
Oh, man.
Who else have you met playing with Kyle Massey besides Conrad Hilton?
Like some like other rappers and stuff. Oh, also his brother Chris Massey, the guy on Zoe 101.
Oh, bro, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna look him up real quick.
Sick,
I'm see what that guy
dude.
looks like.
Yeah.
I remember I watched the show a lot. His name is
I
Chris.
played with him.
His name is Chris.
Yeah, Chris Massey.
Yeah, what's his freaking name on Zoe 101? I forgot his name.
I'll figure it out.
Yeah, Michael. That's what it is.
So-
Yeah.
Oh, shoot this guy.
Yeah, bro.
Okay.
So do you think is Kyle Massey just raking in royalties? Is that why he hasn't done much, or is he? What's he doing to make money? Did you ask him?
He's Bang Spitta.
Yeah, he's Bang Spitta, bro. He does a lot of ads
he's
for Bang.
sponsored, yeah, and he's like, I'm Bang Spitta, and he has like Bang merch on. He starts rapping.
He also raps, doesn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, he raps.
We're gonna have to
Young
look up some of
Mass.
his raps. Young Mass, dude. Well, that's
Young
that's
Mass.
hilarious, dude. That you're buddies with him. I think that's cool.
Bro, I think it's awesome how no one else added him. Only you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe we should follow him on Twitter and Instagram. Just make sure we're ready for when we start playing.
Just be
He
ready.
follows me
Yeah.
on Instagram.
Dude, that's so cool.
Bro, that's the coolest thing, Thicc.
Thicc. Oh, never mind. I can't. That's too much to ask.
We'll just pay him for a cameo.
Yeah, we will.
We'll be like, hey, bro, we know Thiccy. He's one of our friends.
We know
and
Thiccy.
We'll pay him for a cameo.
Does he call you Thiccy?
He calls me, he's like, yo, Thicc.
What's up?
Oh man, that's funny. It's a good time.
That is a good time.
So cool.
Oh,
Yeah.
what time we got on there? What time does that say?
You got 1 hour, 8 minutes.
1 hour. We got a little bit more time. You guys got any other questions? you wanna
I
ask
got a
Thicc?
question. So, one of the things we've been doing this season a lot that has been a running thing is asking our childhood stories. So, Thiccy, do you got any good childhood stories of some time you were stupid or something funny happened, like some of ours that you've probably heard on the podcast?
Let me try to think of one. Because I have
you're
a
good,
lot
you're
of
good.
stupid things.
Thicc-
No, I got a lot
Yeah,
of stupid things I've done when I'm...
But just know, you were a kid, so if it was illegal, it's all right. You were a
It's
kid.
okay if you're a kid. Yeah, you're good. You're good.
Yeah.
You're
No,
covered.
it wasn't illegal, dude. No, it's just like kid stuff, like going on the monkey bar. Like when I was younger, I went on the monkey bars, just fell, broke my arm, stuff like that.
shoot, dude.
I've been there,
Yeah.
man. That sucks.
Yeah.
Sky did the same thing. I think, what'd you break, your collarbone?
My
Yep.
collarbone.
I remember.
Sky
I
fell
watched
off,
it.
broke his collarbone, bro. He had to wear this weird cast for
I got pushed. Okay, I didn't fall. We were playing tag.
Some girl pushed him.
It was, dude. We were playing tag on the monkey
I remember
bars.
seeing you laying on the ground too.
Yeah.
That was like
Playing
third
tag?
grade, right?
Oh yeah,
monkey
it was
bar?
first grade, dude.
First grade.
So I
dude.
was like 6 years old, and we were playing tag, and I climbed up the monkey bars, and I was sitting on top of them, and I don't know. I guess the girl snuck up on me. I don't know how it happened. I don't remember, but I just remember her shoving me off. I fell off backwards and I like smacked the bar with my collarbone and just snapped it in. It's like, ugh.
Do you remember who it was that pushed you?
Nope.
Oh shoot, that's
guy. He's have weak bones, bro.
I guess, dude, because I broke my leg when I was like barely 1 year old. Broke my collarbone in 1st grade. Broke my arm literally like 100 yards away from where I broke my collarbone because I was trying to climb a fence.
It's because you don't drink milk, Sky.
I drank a lot of milk back then, but you know what I found out is I was lactose intolerant even when I was little because my mom and dad said I would always puke, and it was only milk. They would give me milk and I'd just vomit it up. Even my mom's own homemade. The club, man. Yeah, I puke up my mom's homemade, dude.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh.
I used to drink milk and I vomit, so now I drink fruit juice. And I vomit.
Don't know what that's from.
It's a Filthy Frank video.
Oh, okay.
Of course. Got your story, Thicc?
Yeah, baby.
All right, let's hear it. It's a good one.
And you're live. I don't know if he heard you say let's
and
hear
you're
it.
live in 3, 2.
I know. Just the iCarly thing.
You see, somehow your world will change for me, and guess what? Wonderful. Live life, breathe air. I know somehow we're gonna get there.
My favorite iCarly episode is the one they got the plain white tees on there.
That was awesome, dude.
I was hyped for that one.
His nose is still huge, though.
Yeah,
Did they have
Tom
One Direction
Higginson.
on there? I'm pretty sure they have One Direction on there.
They did.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
What?
That was way
Yeah,
better.
iCarly was
That
around
episode
for
was
that?
way better.
iCarly was around for that? I thought it was gone by then, dude.
Yeah.
No, dude. I remember they had One Direction.
My favorite
You
episode
will-
is when
Yes.
Carly and Freddie kissed, or Sam and Freddie kissed.
I thought Carly and Freddie liked each other, though.
That was-
Go ahead, Thicc.
I like Spencer, dude.
Spencer's
Spencer
good.
was cool.
He's Crazy Steve from Drake and Josh, dude.
Yeah.
Who ate my enchiladas? He's swinging around shoes.
Dude, he's great.
Bro, he's great.
Remember one time I saw him in an episode of Malcolm in the Middle. It's like, hey, it's that guy. I can't remember the actor's name.
He's so
he was in
beloved.
there.
He's that
Yeah.
guy.
definitely in
Jerry
there.
Trainer.
Yeah.
Jerry Trainer.
You know who else was a funny one? I don't know if you ever watched Zach and Cody, but the guy that played Irwin, the repairman,
Oh, yeah.
I thought
He's
he
done
was
a lot of stuff,
hilarious.
too. Mhm.
Okay.
Dude, I don't remember that.
He was in, oh, maybe he wasn't. I was thinking maybe he was in Ned's Declassified School Survivor Guide.
No.
He wasn't the janitor, was he?
That was a different guy.
Different guy.
That's Dean Norris.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oof.
Honestly, Thicc, I wouldn't be surprised if you knew Jerry Trainer, too.
Yeah. Who else do you know from Disney Channel, Thicc? Who you got the ins with? You got the ins with Beans from Steven Stevens? You know Shia LaBeouf? You know Shia LaBeouf. I know you do. Hook us up, man.
Yeah.
Remember
You wanna know
Surf's Up?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good movie.
Yeah, he's the main guy in that one.
Holes was a good one, too. Freaking
Yeah.
Holes is underrated, bro.
You want to know what's funny?
Dude.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's a
jeez.
freaking good one.
Hint some sound effects in that one.
Some sound effects.
He done a whole
Did you
rotation.
guys ever see the new show he was in called Peanut Butter Falcon with that Down syndrome guy?
Never saw it.
No.
I've heard
Bro,
of it.
No.
it's real good. I recommend it. But me and my dad and my sister went and watched it. And after that show was over, my dad's like, man, I've always liked Shia LaBeouf, but this show makes me like him even more. He's a fan, dude. He's just a genuine fan of Shia LaBeouf.
Your
My
dad-
dad, yeah, my dad
Transformers?
likes him.
Is your dad's favorite
Yeah,
video
Transformers,
the-
too. That's
the
right.
Let's-
That's right.
Or the
Just do it.
Just do it.
I haven't showed him that.
Or the Running Right After You, Shia LaBeouf. He's
Shia
getting.
LaBeouf.
Have you guys heard that
He's
one?
right behind you, Shia
He's getting
LaBeouf.
closer.
Yeah.
You never seen that one, Cole?
Cool.
Cole's never seen that?
I've never
You
seen
haven't
that.
seen actual Cannibal Shia LaBeouf?
We'll show you,
Yeah,
Cole.
Cole
Cool.
will
I'll
show
send
it.
you my memes playlist on Spotify.
Oh yeah, you're supposed to send me some memes on Twitter too. I gotta
Oh,
get your
yeah.
memes on
No,
Twitter.
I sent you one.
Was that you that followed me?
Yeah, I sent you one. It's like a dad, and he comes in. He's like, "Good night, son."
Yeah,
and it's
yep,
just
yep, that's
guy
it.
watching Fortnite, the black hole.
Okay, it's probably what this is, right? No. Oh, that's the Smash. What?
I know what one you're talking about, Thicc. It's like Fortnite dads be like, and it's the son. The son's just freaking glued to the black hole, and the dad walks in. You okay, son? Yeah, Dad, I'm fine.
So yeah.
All right, okay.
Or good night.
Walks away. Good night.
Don't worry, Thicc. I followed you back, okay?
All right, thank you, Dad.
Did you follow him back Tuesday?
I did. Follow for follow, boy.
Yeah, just so you know, Thicc, Zay runs our Twitter, our social media. So
Right.
when you're chatting with someone on the it's him.
I'm on the Twitter. I haven't run Instagram in a long time.
Could you do it?
So the best one.
I thought you were doing Instagram too.
You thought I was doing Instagram too?
Yeah. Just re-download it and log in.
Oh, that's funny. You didn't even know. Okay.
I didn't know. I haven't touched it at all. I should probably check and see what we got going on there.
I mean, there's been some stuff on Instagram.
I'll upload stuff.
I'll download it right now.
I'll upload videos and stuff, but I don't chat with anybody. Or if they follow, I don't follow back.
That's true.
Did you follow us on IG, Thicc?
Yeah, and you follow me back.
That wasn't me.
Maybe was it you, Cole? Maybe it was me.
Cole,
it definitely wasn't me. I don't even have the logins.
How long ago was it, Thicc?
Someone else logged in. Someone else
was it you, Thane? Thane's logged in.
We got 661 followers on Instagram?
Yeah, we got a lot.
Whoa.
Why do you think I want to upload more to that?
Yeah, I said it's Thicc, and you're like, yo, boy. And then you follow.
Maybe it was me. Maybe it was me.
I'll see if we're following you. Don't worry.
Yeah, we'll keep up more to date. We'll keep uploading stuff to the socials.
Yeah, you got to.
I know.
Oh yeah, we're following you. I found you. I'm gonna Instagram stalk you for a sec, okay?
Ooh, let's see.
Okay.
Show me some pics.
Oh jeez.
Dang, dude, he is such a stud.
Let me see.
Oh, this is bad.
Bro, what a good-looking guy.
That's a good-looking picture too, with like the lights in the background, Thicc.
Yeah.
Bro, I bet you got girls just busting down your doors. They're like, "Oh, give me some Thicc, dude."
I don't even know this stuff. You have to give it to me.
It's fine.
Are you kind of short, Thicc?
I'll tell you.
I'm a pretty short guy too, but I was just wondering.
What? How tall I am?
Yeah.
What are you, 5'8"?
5'3".
Oh, dude, you're pretty short then.
Yeah, dude, little Thicc. Get it?
Yeah, it's true.
You're lying. Or are you really 5'3"?
Well, dude,
Yeah.
Look at the pictures.
Dude, I'll
Look how
send
short he
you.
is in this picture.
Yeah, I'm short, dude.
Well, look how freaking ripped he is, dude.
Yeah, Thicc is pretty ripped.
Oh, goal's getting weird. Sorry, Thicc. Sorry. Oh no.
Whoa.
Hey, Thicc, is it okay if I follow you, or is that weird?
That's fine. What?
That's fine.
Don't make it weird, though. Don't post on all of his pictures all looking good.
It's like, ooh,
I will like every one of his photos.
Yeah.
You could.
Comment, oh, you're looking good.
How do I like him?
And then
I
you can
haven't
say when
posted
you.
in so long.
And then Cole's just gonna ruin it.
Ooh,
He's gonna
Cole's
be like, "Hey, so when
fired.
are you coming back to Texas?"
Yeah.
Like you guys have like a tongue going.
Do you like my bio?
Oh, let me read it.
I didn't.
Oh, I lost it. 20 entrepreneur snap.
Whoa!
Oh,
Whoa. Don't
I'm not
say
saying the snap.
Read a snap out. Read a snap. Link it. It's like we're
just
gonna
the
link.
entrepreneur part. Is that
Yeah.
what you left?
Like we're gonna link your Snapchat below.
All right, I go back
Do not-
All of his socials.
Shout out to Thiccy Snapchat.
yeah.
Link all of his.
We're
socials.
gonna drop all Thiccy socials. Probably not your private Snap. I mean, if people want that, they can go to Instagram and find it.
Yeah, we won't drop your Instagram either, though.
You don't think we should? Do you want us to drop your Instagram?
That's not his private. That's his personal.
Yeah, it is.
Or that is his private.
Oh.
We'll just drop his Spotify.
Oh yeah,
Just drop
okay.
his Spotify. We're not gonna dox man that.
Spotify, and then we'll link.
Also,
Your
shout out my
your
friend,
website. Your website.
Yeah, shout out my friend Marble Red. He like makes serious music.
Yeah, we'll check him out.
Marble Red.
We'll drop him. Is
Yeah.
he the one you showed me the other night?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty dope, dude. Straight up cool.
Dang, now I'm stalking the people you're following.
Oh my gosh.
Kyle
this is not
Massey's on there
good.
stalking
I'm
him.
just going deep into Instagram. This is bad. Oh no.
Yeah. Look, you can look at my followers, Kyle Mass.
I'm looking.
You should put on your bio followed by Kyle Massey.
Yeah, that should be part of your bio.
Dude, Conrad followed me for a bit. But then I put him in a meme group I'm in, and my friends just kept posting some offensive memes, and he left.
Oh, you got offended, bro. No. Oof.
You think it'd be easy to find? I just don't. Maybe I passed it.
Dude,
He might be going by his
there's
bang
a search bar.
You're right. You're right. I'm using it now.
Cole usually
There he is.
Click it.
There
he goes to
is.
Twitter.
Young Massey. Oh, dude. There it is. There it is. There's the bang.
Yep.
There's just a bang spinning.
It's the cotton candy flavor.
Bang's
Yeah,
pretty
dude.
good.
I've tried it. It's not bad.
I've never tried it.
I like bang.
He just looks like he's kind of had a little bit of something taken out of him, you know, a little bit of soul.
Yeah. That's what happens after you leave Disney. They take your soul.
That's what happens after you stop being in the house.
Yeah.
You just become Corey. Yeah.
Dude, I looked at the Disney Plus like shows that are gonna be on it. Corey in the House, I didn't see on there.
Oh.
Oh no! Wait, but they got
Disgrace.
Raven's Home on. Did they got That's So Raven?
I only saw Raven's Home.
Oh, wow.
No.
Dude, why do you want Raven's
Kyle.
Home? What?
No, I mean like.
That's
I was
so
thinking-
Raven, like, yeah, because
That's
Corey's
so
on that one.
Raven.
Yeah.
It's the future. I can see
No,
it.
if they don't have That's So Raven and Corey in the House, but they have Raven's Home, that means they're trying to.
What's Raven's Home? I
erase-
don't remember that one.
That's the sequel to That's So Raven.
Oh, is she like
Yeah.
older
Yeah.
and she got?
She got her kids
His
and
kids
stuff.
and
stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
I never
Yeah,
watched
but
that.
Corey's not in that one, so why watch?
Yeah.
That's
He's
Yeah.
never in that one. What?
Yeah.
Bro, no, yeah. We got a petition to get Corey back
yeah.
on the Disney Plus, even though it hasn't even come out yet.
It's like November 15th.
I'm going to write that down. I need to put that down on my dates.
Another streaming service. Hey, Thicc, what do you think about all these streaming services you have to pay
Subscribe
for?
to now.
Yeah, subscribe to just to watch specific shows.
It's annoying. I
Oh
wish
yeah,
everything was just on one, kind of,
Yeah.
you know?
I kind of wish.
Yeah.
That's what
I
Pirate
think-
Bay's for, right, Cole? Am I right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You should show these guys that meme. That meme was hilarious.
Which one?
Where it's like Netflix comes out and he's like, huh, and he puts his pirate hat back, and then all these other streaming services come out, and he pulls out his pirate hat, puts it back on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does suck. It's no different than
Yeah.
what television was. Like,
think-
all these other channels, like, what's going to happen is CenturyLink or Xfinity is going to be like, oh, hey, for this
Or not even that,
$150
you can just-
package, you
just
can
get
get
a-
all
you get
these.
a big
Yeah.
phone company,
Yeah.
Verizon or something.
That's what Xfinity is.
Yeah.
Aren't they a phone
Yeah,
company?
they're the same. Xfinity and Verizon's the same.
I
yeah.
thought Verizon
So I
owned
thought-
Xfinity though.
Well, it's the same thing, but
Yeah.
yeah, because they
Oh.
owned them. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
Rip.
together as one.
Yeah, they're just
Kind
pegging
of like
each
how
other.
AT&T and DirecTV kind of became a thing.
Oh, it's true.
Well, I just heard that T-Mobile and Sprint are now merging.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh.
Better cell
Dang it.
service is coming my way, dude. Let's go,
Do you
gamers.
guys Sprint or
Yeah.
T-Mobile?
Yeah, let's go,
T-Mobile.
gamers.
Yeah.
Are you T-Mobile thick?
Oh, no, I'm Verizon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out.
Verizon
Yeah.
is the way. Yeah.
Do you have Verizon, Zay?
I don't have Verizon, but I agree it's the best one.
Yeah, I totally agree.
I got Verizon. Yeah.
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 Look at him flopping around his unlimited
BW
data
Cole.
wong.
That's
Wang.
right. That's right. Unlimited data.
I have
baby.
Sprint.
Unlimited data. Dude, how do you think I'm in the stream all the time with the unlimited data? dude?
Oh.
That's
That's how you do
true.
it.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm playing Pokemon Go every day, bro.
Cool. All right. Well, we're about to end it. I do want to give a big shout out to Thicc, though. Thicc, thanks for joining us, my dude, and thank you once again for not only dropping all that money on us during the stream.
Dude. The fat dono.
Yeah, baby.
The
Yeah.
fattest vape.
Thanks for that, dude. Thanks for hanging out, being friends with us. We appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me.
Yeah. Do you want to jump on Fortnite in about 10 minutes?
Dude,
we'll watch
yeah,
the,
honestly,
we'll watch the black. We'll watch the black hole together.
Yeah.
Oh, there's one more thing I wanted to say. Oh, by the way, Thicc, we're working on some merch, and just so you know, you got a free shirt coming your way sometime soon.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
We'll send you some, boy. We'll send
Dude,
you
is
Yeah,
it
we'll-
Thane?
Sure.
Dude, it's just Thane's
It's
face.
just Thanos.
It's just
I want a
Thane's-
Thane hoodie. I want a Thane hoodie.
We'll sign it too.
The
We'll
one where
put.
he's like, has his tongue out, like when he's like,
Yeah,
Don't
yeah.
You're gonna like it. Is that gonna be your like favorite quote from here on out? We're going to the mountains.
We're going to the mountains. All right, let's go then. Thanks.
I'm glad you like our comedy, dude. Our humor's pretty weird, pretty dumb.
Yeah. It is. Like I said, my friends tell you run acid.
You're on acid.
Well, I mean,
that's the demographic, honestly. Nice. That's the crowd we're reaching for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But cool. Well, everybody, we are at the end of the show. Thicc, do you
yes.
have anything you want to promote? Slap down yourself, dude. Give the lowdown.
All right. I want to promote my friend's SoundCloud, Marble Red. He makes music.
All right.
And that's about it, honestly. Also, also my Twitch, real_Lil Thiccie. If you want live streams.
Yeah.
And then what's your merch website? Like, what's the?
Oh, it's like streamlabs.com/real_Lil Thiccie.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, we'll throw that all in there, man. But I mean, if you don't got anything else, that's pretty much it for us. I guess. So new episodes on YouTube, guys, every single day. What do we got going on right now? We got Minecraft going every Saturday. Game Awards.
Evil 2.
Yeah, we got Resident Evil 2. Until Dawn.
Until Dawn, right?
Those are pretty funny. We got Pokemon. Cole's doing Pokemon once a week.
Yep, got one Wednesday.
Thane, any updates on if Zelda's coming back?
No, it's never coming back.
Yeah, it's never come back.
What else do we
It's
got?
been so long.
I know.
He's an artist. He needs time.
Yeah. And then the podcast, guys. Follow our social medias. Links all in the description. Can you guys think of anything else? Discord. If you want to have a good time, everybody, join the Discord. There's a lot of fun in there, a lot of love, a lot of sketchy, edgy stuff too. Beware. But hey, I mean, we're fun to talk to. We're nice guys.
Yeah, a lot of memes.
A lot of memes.
A lot of memes. Yeah.
A lot of memes.
Yeah.
Did you see the meme I put in there?
I did. This guy's the meme king, man.
Yeah. The meme lord.
Yeah. The meme
You guys
king.
got anything else?
Yeah, the meme.
No, I'm good. Just shout out Lil Thiccie, you know.
Yeah.
All right.
Once again,
Yeah,
thanks,
shout
Thicc,
out.
for being on. Bro, we appreciate it,
Yeah, no
dude.
problem.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah,
But,
boy.
anyway, thank you guys for listening on SoundCloud or watching on YouTube and listening. We appreciate you. We hit 200 subscribers, guys. Can we get a round of applause? We're gonna be planning out our 200 sub videos. So if you guys got any suggestions, drop them in the comments below. Yeah, I got nothing else unless you guys got something.
Nope.
Thicc, do you want to roll us out?
All right, stay red, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stay positive. Yeah.